Other odds and ends. Pick on Chrysler. We're going to pick on Chrysler for just a second, because their standard factory schematics, the older school ones, are rather specific. They're kind of set up like track schematics. Here, let's look at it. Usually things have a circuit number, wire color, and size. It doesn't actually give you track numbers, but it does give you these little labels. And here, let's have a look at one. Now, Mitchell, the differences between Mitchell and ALLDATA, Mitchell draws their own. ALLDATA gives you the factory scans of these things, which are actually, in my opinion, better. I like ALLDATA, but Mitchell is perfectly fine to use, but there may be some things that are missing. So let's have a look. We're going to look at the glove box and where it receives its B+ from, what fuse it's on. So here is our schematic of our glove box light. Let's see, hang on. Here's our glove box lamp and switch. And this side just goes off and it says splice 203, and then it has this nomenclature underneath it, 8W-70-10. That's the schematic number. So it's kind of like the track stuff, except it's giving you an actual schematic number. Now, if we go this way, here's S201, and if I want to see more detail on this, I go to this 8W-70-9, which will bring this up. So this is the ground side, and this is my positive side. And this one continues on to 8W-70-10. So I look at this, and sometimes they'll hyperlink to it. It's got a little box on it. You can click on it, and it'll take you there. Okay, so diagram number 8W-70-10, splice number S203, circuit designation number is M1, and it's a 22 gauge pink wire. That's what I'm pointing at it. You can't see me. This is what tells me this. 22 pink, circuit M1, spliced S203, 8W, okay. So here is that schematic that I just looked at. And here's S203. Now, all of these are M1, well, not all of these, this is the 18 pink, that's not the right one, cargo lamp, not the right one, power, mirror switch, resistor block, glove box light. Okay, so see this little arrow? That shows power is going that way on this particular schematic. And it comes up here to this S203, and then it branches out. And if you look, exits out to this. Where does it go? Don't know. If I want to find out where it goes, it's on 8W-70-17. I got to go look that number up. Get it? Okay, so again, power out, power out, power out. I can tell by the little arrows. Where's power in? Well, it's right over here. Power distribution center, cavity 13, 8W-11-4. Now, I can go to that one. Okay, so 8W-11-4. Splice number cavity 13, circuit number designation M1, and it's a 22 gauge pink. That's this one. So cavity number what? Cavity number 8. There's 8. Where's 8? Cavity number... M1. Oh, I forgot already. I forgot the numbers. Splice number cavity 13, diagram 8W4M1, cavity 13. Okay, that's cavity 13. 65, 60, oh, 13. There it is, right there. And that comes from this one right here. Okay, splice S203, 8W70-10, that tells us where we came from. This is where we're going. I'll give you a hint on dealing with these. Okay? When you print this stuff out, write down the 8W- whatever number, write that on the piece of paper, because sometimes when they get printed out, that number doesn't come across. So, you may know where it goes, but you may not have that schematic. You know what I'm saying? Just write it down as it comes out of the printer. It'll make life a lot easier when I ask you, and I'm going to ask you to lay these out in order. Okay? Subaru. pick on Subaru here for a minute. Now, Subaru always ends and starts on the same page. They're really good about it. Connector views are usually provided along with a lot of other of the Asian manufacturers. They'll provide this stuff, and the connector and terminals are numbered. Switch connections are illustrated. So let's have a look at the backup lights. So here is my backup lights on this circuit. Okay, I got this one goes to ground. It's ground E. Okay, so that's a designation for this particular ground. It goes through, this plug. These are our circuit designations. It's brown, and then it changes to brown yellow. Brown yellow comes up inside here, and then it goes through this switch, and this is my inhibitor switch, or my transposition switch. Okay, and then here is my power supply for my backup lights, and it's fuse number 1. Okay, so I would need to, where this is or what else is connected to it, I would need to go look this up on power distribution, but this shows me my switch. So let's take a close look at the switch. Here is my close look at the switch. These are the 2 wires that come in and out. Positive comes in as brown yellow, or whatever color that is, comes in on pin 9, and then travels through here, and then inside of my switch, see these dots? So in first gear, second gear, third gear, drive, neutral, reverse, park, it shows you what's connected. So let's pick on reverse. In reverse, this one and this one are connected, and this one and this one are connected together. Now this is the switch for the backup lights, because that's where they go to. So this switch right here is a separate switch. In reverse, these 2 wires are connected. So that's this top wire, pin 4, which isn't technically the top wire. This pin 4 is connected to pin 2. So, and where does that go? Well, that goes to automatic transmission controls. That's the auto trans computer. That this is the switch that tells the auto trans computer that, hey, I'm in park. Get it? You get this, you get this, you get this. And if we look down here, this is my starting system. Well, the car is designed to only start in neutral. This is my neutral switch, or park. So these 2 are connected together, and these 2 are connected together. This is connected together in park, and this is connected together in neutral. See it? Oopsie. So if I wanted to look at this switch, I could very easily tell what's going on inside the switch by looking at this schematic. I don't need to go look up anything else. It's all right here. Get it? So that's just a couple of the idiosyncrasies in some schematics. Track schematics, if you never plan on working on a Euro, not a big, huge deal. Don't worry about it. If you never plan on working on Subarus or Chryslers, again, not that big of a deal. It's just some tips on dealing with some of these weird schematics. Thanks.